The friendship between Queen Victoria and Queen Maria of Portugal. Today our discussion revolves around the enduring friendship between two remarkable women who shared similar beliefs and convictions. I am referring to Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom and Queen Maria of Portugal. The 19th century presented an intriguing turn of events as three influential female monarchs ascended to power in Europe. Alongside Queen Maria II of Portugal, Queen Victoria of England and Queen Isabella II of Spain formed this triumvirate of influential queens. Among them, Maria and Victoria forged a deep bond, which originated during their childhood encounter when Maria resided in England. Although they never crossed paths again, their mutual respect and admiration endured through a lifelong exchange of letters, only ceasing with Maria's untimely demise. Both Maria and Victoria entered the world within weeks of each other, albeit in different corners of the globe. Maria was born on the 4th of April 1819 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and she held the distinction of being the sole European monarch born outside of the continent during that century. Meanwhile, Victoria, born on the 24th of May 1819 in London, arrived less than 2 years after the tragic passing of Princess Charlotte of Wales. During her formative years, Victoria faced an uncertain future. Her uncle William, the future William IV, and her aunt Adeline had numerous children, yet none survived past infancy. It was only in March 1821 that Victoria definitely secured the third position in line of succession. In contrast, Maria experienced a different trajectory. Her father Pedro fathered several illegitimate daughters before having a son with his first wife, Leopoldina of Austria. In 1826, Pedro ascended to the throne of Portugal, but later abdicated, eventually settling in Brazil and becoming its first emperor. Since Pedro had only one male heir who was set to inherit the Brazilian Empire, King Pedro IV of Portugal relinquished the throne to his eldest daughter Maria, who would marry her uncle Miguel and share the ruling responsibilities. Thus Maria became queen at the tender age of 7, but her journey to the throne was fraught with revolts and civil wars, as her uncle sought absolute monarchy, defying her rightful claim. The convergence of fortunate and challenging circumstances served as the backdrop for the unity between Maria and Victoria. Their enduring friendship weathered the test of time, their unique positions as reigning monarchs, and the complexities of their respective realms. Victoria's early life was marked by the loss of her father, Edward, the Duke of Kent, before she even reached her first birthday. In similar style, Maria experienced the sorrow of losing her mother, Leopoldina of Austria, when she was only 7 years old. Victoria's correspondence reflected her deep concern for the unstable situation in Portugal, and at the age of 15, Maria finally assumed the role of ruler, only to suffer the devastating loss of her father in the same year. While Victoria awaited her turn to ascend the throne, Maria navigated through a tumultuous period of economic, political, and social unrest within her realm. In 1835, she entered into a marriage with Augustine, the brother of her stepmother. Their union, officiated through a proxy ceremony on the 1st of December 1834, was tragically short-lived, as Augustine unexpectedly passed away a mere 2 months later. Before reaching the age of 16, Maria had already experienced the dual burdens of widowhood and the weight of ruling as queen, all while grappling with the loss of her parents. However, it was their shared experience of widowhood that further deepened the connection between Maria and Victoria. In 1836, Maria entered into matrimony with Ferdinand of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, who happened to be the first cousin of both Victoria and her future spouse, Albert. The following years were spent navigating the delicate balance between their responsibilities as heads of state and their roles within their own families. In 1837, Victoria assumed the throne as queen, and in 1840 she entered into marriage with Prince Albert. Both women embarked on motherhood, Albert with contrasting attitudes towards pregnancy and childbirth. While Victoria expressed a dislike for these experiences, Maria, advised to cease having children, defiantly declared, "If I die fulfilling my duty." Victoria gave birth to 9 children, whereas Maria welcomed 11, although not all of her offspring survived infancy. Chronicles and diaries from that era provide glimpses of moments of maternal pride and the strict educational practices prevalent during the 19th century. Sadly, their cherished friendship met its end in 1858, when Maria tragically passed away while giving birth. Victoria, on the other hand, lived for nearly 5 more decades before her own demise in 1901. Please continue to support my channel by subscribing. Please comment, like and subscribe if you wish for more stories, and leave your suggestions below and I will endeavour to cover them.